All right. It is 3 degrees outside. I'm glad you came in today. How are you doing?
Hi, Gabby. Good to see you.
Here we go.
Matt, outside of the interest rate, what should buyers consider when choosing a lender?
That's a really good question. It doesn't pop up that often because everyone's all concerned about interest rate. So there's lots of things to consider. Every lender is going to have closing costs that are going to be different. They might be charging discount points. So that rate might look super low, but on top of it, they're charging a lot more closing costs, which is more out of pocket. And also locally, if you're not local, say you're a lender that's based out of Minnesota, California, somewhere different, you don't know transfer tax, for instance. And you know closing costs are relatively a little more expensive in Pennsylvania. So you're getting fee worksheets that aren't even accurate to what your real costs will be.
Absolutely.
And for sellers, I'm sure you would prefer a local lender.
Absolutely.
Versus someone that's not local. So those are all really strong things to consider on top of interest rate. That's important, but those are a lot of other variables that you need to look at.
Our buyers, how do we protect them in this market without them overextending themselves to win?
That's a great,
really win and get the homes they want.
That's a great question, and a lot of buyers are coming through that. So overextending themselves, you're talking like sales prices and things, and financially, we are in January. We're not seeing a slowdown on anything, and a lot of buyers are concerned that they don't want to jump in and have to overpay or feel like they're overextending themselves. And to your point, being a great real estate agent, like you just said, is protecting your buyers. So a lot of ways to do that is you might not have to go so high in a sales price. You might not need to go an extra $50,000 over. Maybe the seller wants a fast close. Maybe the seller would prefer to go through and sell the property with furnishings in there, and that's attractive to them. Possibly paying for other terms. Instead of going $50,000 above sales price, maybe you could help pay some commissions or transfer tax. So there's other ways to use the money in terms of being competitive, winning bids, and also, to your point, protecting the buyers, which is hugely important. So and that's a good job, always looking out for your buyers, which I know you always do.
Absolutely. And that's where our job as realtors comes in, to do our due diligence, to know before we submit our offers what is important to the sellers, right?
Yep. Doing
and
your
it's
homework.
not always elevating the price that makes a strong offer.
Yes, you're exactly right. Strong listing strategies as a seller. Give us some good information that you would have.
The key is not to overprice. We see a lot of homes, great homes, sitting on the market simply because they were overpriced and there was not a great strategy.
Yeah.
Pricing right, you're not leaving any money on the table. The opposite happens in this market. You end up getting a lot of competitive offers and a bidding war. And you're in a great position as a seller. Now, another key, amazing, underrated thing is pre-listing inspections. Which I feel like avoids so many surprises, puts you in a tremendous position as a seller. And builds trust with your buyers.
And no one's talking about that. As we get into 2026, winning strategies as a buyer and going through, what are some of your top tips that you have on the real estate side to be a winning buyer this year?
Number one, the process of getting ready before we even look at homes. The more clarity we have, and we walk our buyers through that process to gain that clarity and to know what our strategy will be when the right house shows up, we're ready and knowledgeable buyers that way. Number two, being financially truly ready, being able to make a move when we need to, because in this market, hesitation could cost a deal, and it's really important. And number three, to make sure all the family members or whoever is involved in the transaction are on the same page and aligned. So like we said, when the right home pops up, everyone moves as a team and gets the job done.
Absolutely.